Welcome to the Metals Investment Forum. It's my great pleasure to introduce Toogood Gold to come to our forum for the first time. Welcome, Colin.
Thank you, Chen. Thanks for having us.
Okay, great. You have the new name. Tell us where you are and what project you have.
That's right. So we were just listed in early July of this year on the Venture Exchange, and the asset is the Toogood Gold Project in the northern coast of Newfoundland. It's a district-scale, high-grade gold asset, formerly a flagship asset in the Discovery Group, and so we worked out a great deal with Prospective Metals, who formerly owned the company or the project. They've since pivoted to the Yukon to focus on a project in Tombstone Belt, and we're able to move right in and drill the extension of high-grade gold discovery, which was made in 2022 by Prospector, where in the first 19 holes of the project, 15 of those holes intersected visible gold near surface. And so it's fully open along strike and at depth, and we're able to go back in and have drilled 2,000 meters this summer, and are looking forward to getting all those results to market. So.
All right, great. What kind of results you have already or historical you can talk about?
Yeah, so in the historical batch, so the first ever drill program in the project's history, they returned multiple 60, 70 plus gram meter intervals. And this is all coming right to surface. The host is a felsic dike, and it's a free gold system, so that's why we're seeing so much coarse visible gold in the drill core. So far, we've received about 14 holes out of the 33 that we drilled this summer in the 2,000 meter program. A couple of those results, over 29 meters of 2.2 grams near surface.
Very impressive.
Almost 14 meters of close to 4 grams near surface, and that included a sub-interval of multi-ounce material as well. So it's a very high-grade system, and it's close to surface, and it's wide open for further drilling.
Wow, excellent. Those are really easy to mine. And then you have some world-class mine nearby.
That's right, yeah. We're on the same belt of rocks and the same structural corridor as the Valentine Lake gold mine, which just made its first gold pour a few weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm the shareholder of Equinox, so
I
know that well.
And I think they're on schedule for a couple 100,000 ounce per year operation out of the gate. So we're certainly in the right belt of rocks. And the thing that's compelling about Toogood, and I think it speaks to this, is the fact that it's highly underexplored. Newfoundland as a whole, I think, is a very overlooked gold district. And part of the reason for that is that some of these major gold discoveries are fairly recent in the exploration timeline, so it hasn't seen the multiple iterations and decades of exploration that the more established gold belts have seen in Canada or Southwest US. So we think it's really high potential for significant discovery, and that's what we're after.
Right. This is a new up-and-coming district.
That's right.
So tell us how big your concession is and, what potential.
Yeah. So, it's at present, it's about 118 square kilometers. So wow. 11,000 hectares and change. And we're adding to that position, Chen. We're in consolidation mode, and we really like the ground. We love the jurisdiction. And so we're working on piecing more of the Toogood Gold District together, if possible. And hopefully we'll see some news on that in the coming weeks here. But it's a project that's seen most of the exploration in the area of the Quinlan discovery. The previous operators, you sort of strike where the iron is hot, so to speak. And so the northeast portion of the block is almost unwalked, but it's the same lithologies, it's the same structural regime. And we believe it's equally as prospective as the Southwest.
Wow, that's good. Looks like it could be a district scale discovery.
Yes, yeah.
Great. So tell us what's right now your market cap is, and what's the working capital you have?
Yeah, so market cap at present, we are about trading at 40 cents on the TSX Venture Exchange, so that translates to about a $30 million market cap. The concurrent financing that ensued while we were listing in July, we raised $4.5 million, and a portion of that was hard dollar raise at a dime. And then there's a 13-cent flow component to that as well. So we spent about, $2.5 million exploring and with the drill program and district scale, some geophysics and some soil sampling. And so we still have about $2 million in the treasury.
Okay.
And lots of room to go.
That's very, very good. Very good. Maybe share with maybe potential new investor about your experience and then the management team.
Sure. Yeah. My background is geoscience. I'm a professional geologist. Worked in the business for about 20 years, mostly on the early stage project generator, greenfield exploration side of the business, but also right up to brownfields near mine targeting resource delineation. And was a part of the takeover of Claude Resources by SSR Mining back in 2016. So got a little taste of M&A, and subsequent to that, worked at Discovery Group for about 8 years, closely with John Robbins and Jim Paterson, and on a couple different deals, and tried to act as much of a sponge around those guys because they're best of the best, and
absolutely
grateful for that opportunity.
Yeah, I've honored quite a few success story from Discovery Group lately. So
Indeed.
It's been hot.
Yes, yeah, and Dr. Rob Carpenter, who runs Prospector Metals, whom formerly owned Toogood as a flagship, is somebody who's been a great mentor for me over the years, and he's somebody that I just spoke with a few days ago, and we can exchange ideas on Toogood and on a technical front, and also on a commercial front too, because ultimately we're looking for an economic deposit in a jurisdiction where you can produce it. And so it's nice to have those relationships still intact.
Yeah, excellent. And plus, you already have a mine prove or start producing right nearby. So
Indeed.
It is a district.
Yep.
And, as soon as you find those gold, actually, I saw the results are really, really near surface. So which means you could have a lot underneath, but you still haven't really touched those
Well,
yet.
that's the plan, yeah. And we actually did some somewhat atypical geophysics using a specialized GPR, or ground penetrating radar technology that isn't often used in the gold space, but the felsic dike, which hosts the mineralization close, it sort of reacts fairly inert to magnetics and IP. And it seems from the preliminary results of this geophysics that we're actually mapping this dike undercover, and it seems to extend well beyond the current extent of drilling.
Wow!
So it's wide open, and ultimately we need to drill more holes. But you're very right to point out that it's an active district, and Newfoundland Gold just is working on consolidating maritime resources. So it's great to see those moves in the district, because that's our intention, is to discovery of scale and sell at a premium to mid-tier.
Okay. So that's why that's your exit plan.
Absolutely.
To sell it out to the mid-tier.
We will not pretend to be miners. We're explorers.
Find the deposit and sell it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, that's excellent. And then the way you described, it could be this can be very big. First, what you discover so far has been very impressive, and then this can extend to a lot of area.
For sure, yeah, and it's worth noting that this is only one of probably 24 targets that we're sort of cost effectively and efficiently ranking for drill targeting. So Quinlan will be furthered as much as possible, but ultimately we're constantly evaluating new targets, and there's an incredible amount of grade at surface, right up to 7,800 grams per ton in certain targets at surface undrilled. So, it's very blue sky potential at Toogood for sure.
Wow, excellent. That sounds really good. Too good to be true, but it is too good.
Let's hope so, yes.
Well, great. Finally, I just want to check with you. What do you see? Have you have any idea for the recovery, or because it's visible gold, you think it's just like Valentine and some other gold mine nearby should be very easily recoverable?
Yeah, I would suspect, knowing the metallurgy of similar deposits in the business, very conventional gravity circuit with, flotation finish to wrap things up. It's not atypical to see high 90% recoveries in these systems. So while we haven't done any met testing it ourselves, I think as we learn more about Quinlan and gather more sample material, that's probably a good step for us to take, is to make sure that metallurgy is clean and unchallenged, which I expect it to be.
Okay, great. Well, finally, just let the investor know what are the catalysts coming in the next few months.
Indeed, yeah. So we have still holes 15 to 33 from the drill program. And as I said before, out of the 33 holes, 30 were focused at Quinlan. 3 were focusing on a never-before drilled target style called a melange contact. It's a big regional district-scale geological contact, which shows very good prospectivity at surface. And so near-term catalysts will have the holes 15 to 33 coming to market as soon as those are received. As I said before, we're working on additional M&A activity and consolidation of the district. And ultimately, as we discussed before, we're an early-stage explorer looking for a discovery of scale that we can sell. And when I joined Discovery Group, Chen, the Great Bear was negative working capital and a sub $10 million market cap.
Yeah.
And with some thinking outside of the box and some good quality boots on the ground geology, we all know what happened next, sort of thing.
Absolutely.
So these sort of early stage opportunities offers investors a maximum torque potentially on their investment. So that's the plan.
All right, great. Thank you, Colin. Good luck in bear hunting.
Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate it, Chen.